This is how you would find that in the new Facebook layout. Now let's jump back up over here to enabling Facebook live streaming for meetings. And I am going to focus on meetings in this particular video, but you can clearly see that there are some instructions here for webinars as well. But we're going to talk about meetings here because meetings is typically what most of you probably have. It is an extra fee to enable webinars on Zoom. So let's do it from the perspective of meetings. So we're going to go over to our account settings. So let's go over to Zoom, and I'm right over here. And you can actually see that the article also can pop up here on the help widget on the left, on the right-hand side. And so what we're doing is we're going to go down to the section. It's a little bit further down. It's quite a ways down here. You can see all of the different features that you can enable on Zoom, but here it is right here. So it's pretty much 3/4 of the way down on this page. And it says allow live streaming meetings. So you'll want to have that toggled on, and you'll want to have, in this case, Facebook check marked as yes, I want to live stream my meeting to Facebook. So let's go back to the top of the article. So we've done our enabling. We have done our permissions. We're going to skip over webinars for the purpose of this video. And we are going to just briefly mention here that the tips for live streaming on Facebook, there is a 20-second processing time. So once you are sharing your Zoom meeting on Facebook Live, the people who watch your Facebook Live are going to see it about 20 seconds later than the people who watch it on Zoom, because remember that there's a bit of a lag, and they're watching it at the same time with the exception of that 20-second delay. And there's also an audio echo that could be a problem for some of you, and it talks here about how this happens when you have a Facebook window open on your computer and you're hearing your audio playing back. So one way to do that is to, on the bottom right-hand side, would be to check mark the audio to mute the video in that case. And so it would really help you with the audio portion of this and to avoid that awful echo that could happen. So as we continue to do our steps here, and we've talked about these parts here, let's get into the meat and potatoes of it, which is actually how do we live stream on Facebook. So I'm starting any meeting, and we see the Zoom, application box prompt come up. And so I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say join this chat, join this with computer audio, and I will now open up and turn on the light so you can actually see me turning on the video. So there I am. Okay. So this is, again, your typical Zoom meeting that we are about to start. And in fact, the meeting has already begun. I see myself on the screen. But what I'll do now is I'll click on the More button at the bottom right-hand side, click on the 3 dots, and you'll see a pop-up box that asks you whether you would like to go live on a custom live streaming service, on YouTube, or on Facebook. So in this case, we'll click on Live on Facebook. So now a box pops up that asks me where I want to go, and I'm going to say I want to share this Zoom meeting on a group or in a group. I'm going to choose Cash In on Camera. Cash In on Camera, next. So what this is doing is making the connection between Zoom and my Facebook Live